Reddit users who have found themselves on our CreepyPMs, our Justneckbeardthings, our neckbeardstories, our cringe, our punchablefaces. What's your side of the story? What was your reaction to finding yourself on there? I don't want to give any details away, but a long time ago I was in a documentary about race relations and government welfare programs. They really wanted the white southern kid, me, to be against welfare and all that. They would ask me things like, what do you have against welfare, and I would say I don't. I'm a liberal. I think we need more social programs, etc. So then they started asking things like, okay, but what do you think other people would say to argue against welfare? And I told them I have no idea. Then they asked me again to take a guess. So I told them I would guess they would say something ignorant like, why should we pay for other people's bad life choices or something like that. Needless to say, that last line was the only clip they used of me after more than 6 hours of interviews. And then they cut to a scene of this black woman talking about her medical bills. I saw it come up a couple times on Reddit. I saw that there were a bunch of comments, but I couldn't bear to read them. Oh, you poor thing. That is some serious bulls right there. I don't know if I could stomach the kind of rage that would bring on. Probably give me an ulcer. My top rated comment is a picture of myself angled to look like I am so obese I can't leave my bed. I knew it would end up in our Justneckbeardthings, where I then posted a picture of myself without the broken MySpace angle. Jokes on them though, I am a neckbeard. Well, I used to wear fedoras all the time. I'm balding and pretty self-conscious about it, so it seemed like a good solution to me. It definitely hurt my feelings to be a Reddit joke, though. My girlfriend bought me a nice one recently, though it's probably been 2 years since I've worn one. She says she likes me in them, but the ridicule stings too much. I haven't even tried it on. If she likes it, frick everyone else. I never have been told my face was punchable up until then. Never really understood how. My friends couldn't help explain. They didn't see it either. Pics of your face. I'm sure I'm on CreepyPMs. If I'm not, it'd surprise me. You see, I collect birthdays. Whenever I see a Redditor tells his birthday, I copy it down and save his username. Then when his birthday rolls around again, I wish him a happy birthday. I find this hilarious in a very strange way. That's kind of sweet, actually. While it wasn't my antics that ended on cringe epics, someone posted the comments from one of my pictures that a friend had drunkenly commented on. While initially it was a little funny, but so many fedora jokes were being made at my friend's expense, and I quickly realized all the comments were really quite awful. Some even aimed at me. Visited only to see the initial picture, never returned. From a throwaway, because I don't want to reveal the guy's Reddit account, I once posted a video on our cringe and the guy showed up in the comments. It was a video the guy had posted on Reddit and that Redditors had previously thought was hilarious. He was a bit of a Reddit celebrity, as he'd been in a few random videos that had been popular on Reddit. I always found this video cringy, so a few months later, I posted it on our cringe. This time, everyone found it cringy and it was upvoted to the top of the subreddit. The guy showed up and tried to act like he didn't give a frick and that he didn't find it cringy, but then a few months later, once it wouldn't attract attention, he deleted it and I believe had other versions deleted from YouTube. So now it is not available online. He was pretty smart about it but was obviously embarrassed too. I still have it on my computer, but I think I'm the only person that has it, besides him. I see both sides to this. I agree he is a hypocrite. Though when you have the Eye of Sauron on you, aka all of Reddit, it would be quite easy to buckle under the immense weight. Please don't post that video. Once I said I enjoyed it when girls petted my head. The comment ended up on our cringe epics. Lots of bitter young men have never had their hair ruffled by a woman, I guess. I guess they just didn't understand that you're really a dog. I visit some pages such as our Seguis and our Cringpics and our Fassipum. I find it funny as in most of it is just an awkward moment post or done without really thinking or out of some sort of emotional lapse of judgment. But if you look in the comments, it's like they aren't aware that they are only viewing a snapshot of a person's life, and a very minor minuscule moment, and just judge them wholeheartedly based on a moment that just didn't register, and shouldn't. I think the comments show the true selves of people much more than the posts themselves and these subs. I go on unaseguize because I squandered my college years being one of them. Thus, I'm now a recovering nice guy. Honest question. Sorry if I offend. I just visited the first two sites OP listed, unaseguize and CreepyPMs. And after looking through a lot of the posts I don't really see what people are describing here in this thread. I was expecting a lot of mean commenters making fun of nice but awkward people, but it looks like the people they're making fun of aren't nice at all. They're people who feel entitled to sex with women just because they held the door open or something, or guys sending harassing, lurid, or threatening messages to total strangers. Maybe I'm missing something here. Aren't the people harassing the women in the first place the bad guys? Isn't it good that that kind of behavior is getting bad publicity? I haven't visited the others yet, so maybe I'm just not seeing the right pattern. Can someone explain? Sort of similar. My artwork made it on, I think, cringe once. I did the banner artwork for prog metal, which is very much tongue-in-cheek about how snooty fans of progressive music can be. Someone on cringe seemed to think we were serious about it. I'm not really sure how much of that is the joke not really landing, or what. We just thought it was kinda funny. I also did the one for prog rock music, which is also pretty obviously not serious. We don't all wear capes in space playing rad keyboard solos. Some of us prefer robes. I love the prog metal artwork. Also, if I could bust out a sweet keyboard solo in space while wearing a cape, I'd do it without hesitation. My ex's druggy friend blew up at him once and told my ex I was hideous and looked like Shrek. I don't look like Shrek, but I'm not pretty either. Ex thought I was pretty and didn't see the harm in posting a screenshot of the conversation on cringe epics along with a few pictures of me to show how crazy his friend was. Didn't go over so well, and all the replies were she's not pretty, she's at most a 3.5 out of 10 inches and other things. Reading the replies crushed me, because it was the final proof that I was objectively unattractive. People who didn't know me took time out of their day to tell him how ugly I was. It basically confirmed everything that every bully had ever said to me. I'm kind of over it, not in the I feel prettier game sense, just the well, my face sucks, but I have some other good qualities I guess sense. That really sucks. These subreddits dedicated to making fun of people always come across as weird and obsessive to me, no matter how justified some of the ridicule is. CreepyPMs are full of people that need shaming. Every now and then I enjoy a good dose of schadenfreude, but I can't stomach a whole sub. Most people on cringe epics can't even tell when something is clearly a joke, too. The pictures on there are often more funny than cringe. Not quite what OP was asking, but I once posted something on cringe epics and one of the people in said photo arrived in the comment section. He didn't seem to freak out or anything, just calmly explained that he was just having fun and goofing around with his friends. He didn't get too defensive or anything, which was cool, just laughed it off. I didn't feel bad about it either because I still think memes are dumb and he was relatively cool about it. But memes rock. Someone posted one of my comments on Yagoto once. Someone posted some Halo drawings on gaming saying they were concept art. So I called him out saying that a bunch of fan drawings isn't concept art. Turns out the guy worked at 343i and it actually was concept art. Shocker. I think the Halo 4 art design is pretty crappy, but I figured I'd dug a deep enough hole already, so I just apologized and moved on. Still, everyone rode the guy's dong and I got like 500 downvotes that day. I just can't understand the mentality in continuing to downvote someone past, like, -10. The point has already been made. The further votes aren't accomplishing anything. Hey, I've seen my fair share of these subs. Cringed really hard in neckbeardthings. Cringe anarchy is just bad. I don't know why people like it. Sure, you might be able to make karma if you are edgy enough. Not really something to brag about. The saddest one I've seen is our furry hat. It's just depressing to read the comments. People devoting their energy just to hate something so minuscule. It's almost beyond belief. I even talked to the main mod of the sub, and he actually is sentient when he isn't around furry hat. All these subs are similar. Why would you devote so much time to something you hate? If you want to find content, you have to look for it. Sifting through images, forums, websites. It sounds so dull. A lot of the content on such subs is created for it. People look for pics of fat guys with hats, add text to it, and post it there to circle a jerk over their find. One of them even had the usual bulls atheist text they make up over a guy wearing a big cross, and they still creamed themselves over their superiority to this euphoric neckbeard. I went on our punchablefaces because as a kid, and a Red Sox fan, I always described Posada as having a punchable face. It became a family joke with my cousin who was a Yankee fan. I had never heard anyone else ever describe anyone as having a punchable face, so I was highly amused that it was a common expression and checked it out. Late to the party, but I do have a tale. I am a stand-up comic, and to entertain my comedy pals I started doing a character called Bad Open Mic Brad. Basically I told really bad offensive jokes. I would say I was not going for laughs but shock value, stuff like that. So since my comedy friends liked it so much, I posted one of my jokes on our stand-up shits. So I posted my actual picture and a joke. It went as follows: sorry ahead of time. So the other day I was raping this bee. It sucks because she gave me AIDS. How does a 5-year-old get AIDS? I guess my sister runs with a tough crowd. Too soon? At Bad Open Mic Comic. Awful, I know. But I thought the Twitter handle made it clear it was a parody. Our stand-up shits downvoted it into oblivion, and I thought that was the end of it. Then it popped up on our cringe and our I am going to hell for this. They loved it, but in the way I hoped. Months later a friend sends me a Tumblr post showing the most sexist, ignorant crap on the web, and at the very end there is my stupid face and that joke, but now the Twitter handle has been cropped out. So now it no longer a parody. Now it looks like it is just my joke. And with 100,000 reblogs, I accidentally became the face of rape culture. Oops. Well, some people just have inexplicably punchable faces. There's just something about their face or their expression that makes you want to punch them for some reason. I'm not actually going to punch anyone, but I can agree that some people look like they could do with a punching for no good reason. I freaking hate these subs. I see them making fun of people more than I've ever seen the people they make fun of. Not in real life or on the net, no lady or fedora wearers. At least with fat people hate I could see fat on a scale unimaginable before seeing that sub, but with these others I have no frame of reference since I never see them on the scale they post about. Most of the posts I've seen from those subs are just posting to shame or make fun of, nothing unique or interesting. Back when I was a furry I had a very popular cringe photo. I am not a furry anymore and it didn't bother me when I saw it on the front page. I've learned to laugh at myself and it's funny seeing the stuff people say. You'll know the pic when you see it. It's a 4-panel one and my hair is really gross, lol. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.